Colossians chapter 1. This is from Paul, an envoy dispatched by the Anointed One Jesus, because it was what Almighty wanted, and from our brother Timothy, to the pure and faithful brothers and sisters in Colosse, a city in the province of Asia, or West Turkey, who are in union with the Anointed One. May favor and peace be yours from Almighty our Father and the Master Jesus, the Anointed One. We are continually thanking the Almighty and Father of our Master Jesus, since we are always praying about you, because we have heard about your faith in the Anointed One Jesus, and the love that you have for all the pure ones, because of the hope that is being reserved for you in the heavens. You have heard before about this in the word of truth, the good message, which is present with you, just as it is in the entire world, also continually producing fruit and growing, just as it is among you also from the day that you heard and truly recognized Almighty's favor. Just as you learned it from Epaphras, our dearly loved fellow slave, who is a faithful servant of the Anointed One on my behalf, who has also made evident to me the love you have by union with the Spirit. For this reason, too, since the day that I heard about it, I haven't stopped praying for you and requesting that you might be filled with the full knowledge of what He wants by having every kind of wisdom and spiritual understanding, so that you might walk in a manner that is worthy of the Master, with a view towards pleasing Him in everything, by continually producing fruit in every kind of good work, and continually growing in the full knowledge of Almighty, that you might be continually empowered with every kind of power, in accordance with the might of His esteem, resulting in every kind of endurance and patience, and that you might be continually giving thanks with joy to the Father, who has made you fit enough for your part of the pure one's inheritance in the light. It is Almighty who has rescued us out from under the authority of darkness, and removed us from where we stood, into the kingdom of His dearly loved Son, in whom we are going to have our liberation by His payment of the ransom, and the forgiveness of the things that we have done that are wrong. He is the image of the invisible Almighty, the firstborn who is over all creation, because everything was created by Him, in the heavens and on the earth, the visible and the invisible, whether thrones, masters, supreme chiefs, or authorities. Everything has been created through Him and for Him. So He existed before everything, and everything has come to be standing together as it is by Him. He is also the head of, or the source of life, for the body, the group of called ones, and He is the originator, the firstborn from among the dead, so that in everything He might come to be in the first place. It is so because Almighty was delighted to make a home in Him, in all His fullness, and by means of Him to reconcile everything, not destroyed, to Himself, having made peace by means of the blood that He poured out while on His stake, by means of Him, whether things on the earth or things in the heavens. So although you were once alienated and enemies in your minds as shown by your wicked acts, yet now He has reconciled you by means of His death in His body of flesh, in order to present you pure, flawless, and without judicial charge in His sight, if you are definitely persisting in being grounded and settled in the faith, and aren't later moved from the hope held out by the good message that you heard, that has been proclaimed in all creation that is under heaven, and of which I, Paul, have become a dispenser. I am now rejoicing in my sufferings on your behalf, and I am filling up with my flesh my part of the Anointed One's oppressions that are needed on behalf of his body, which is the group of called ones, to which I have become a dispenser in accordance with this service, as a management slave from Almighty, that was granted to me for you, to fulfill Almighty's word, that is, the secret that has been concealed from the past ages, the first age and the earlier in this present age, and from the generations, yet now has been made apparent to his pure ones, to whom Almighty wanted to make known what are the esteemed riches of this secret among the pagans, which is, the Anointed One, the hope of your being esteemed, is among you. We are continually announcing him, admonishing every human, and teaching every human with every kind of wisdom, so that we might present every human mature through union with the Anointed One Jesus. For this purpose, I too am continually laboring, struggling for it according to his operation that is operating in me with power.